Why the hell did I choose to sit on the floor? Someone explain this to me. Julia, you need to shut up and get on with the video. Ooh. Sorry, that was a little manly. Mwah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you about macros, short for macronutrients. I get asked a lot what I eat every day and when I eat it, so I'm gonna be going over all of that with you today in this video. First, I want to say that I am not a nutritionist, nor am I a personal trainer. I just want to share the knowledge in this brain that I have with you guys because I tend to think that I am pretty smart. Number one, what the hell are macros? So macros is short for macronutrients, and when someone says that they're eating by their macros, they're really focusing on 3 different nutrients. They're focusing on protein, fat, and carbohydrates. So protein, fat, and carbohydrates you can find in all different types of food. A lot of people mistake protein for just meats. A lot of people mistake fat for just dairy and oils. And a lot of people mistake carbohydrates for just like wheat and pasta, when all of that is wrong. So when you eat by your macros, you really want to be able to keep track or know what's in the food you eat. A little tip is the easiest way that I keep track of my macros and figure out what's in every food that I eat is I use MyFitnessPal. So I use MyFitnessPal to log in all of my food that I eat throughout the day so that I'm hitting my macros and so that I know what is going into my body. If you guys want to follow me on MyFitnessPal and see what I'm eating every day, then my name is just Julia Salvia. So needless to say, eating by your macros is something that you want to do if you have really strong goals in the future. It's really gonna help you reach your goals and kind of keep you on track. If you're just looking to be healthy and be just a healthy person inside and out, then eating by your macros may not be for you. Down below, I'm going to link some articles on macronutrients and if you should eat by your macros or not, just so you can kind of get an idea of a couple of different opinions on it. Number 2, how do I eat by my macros? So how I eat by my macros is by measuring, weighing, and meal prepping. Those are 3 really important ways that are going to help you consistently hit your macros. Weighing your food and measuring your food is really gonna show you, what amount of food you're actually eating and if you're actually eating a serving or not. When you go out to dinner and you get this big giant plate of food, you're most likely going to be eating, if you eat the whole plate, almost up to 3 to 5 servings of food. I know it may seem like a chore and kind of annoying to be weighing and measuring all of your food, but it's so important because it's a long shot to assume that you're eating 4 ounces of chicken when you may be eating only 3 ounces of chicken. You wouldn't know unless you ate it. Meal prepping is also really important if you don't have the time throughout the week to really be cooking your meals. So for me, meal prepping isn't something that I do consistently. It's something that I do from time to time. I most likely meal prep my grains and my meats, and that's only because I'll have a whole package in front of me and I'll just be like, okay, let's just cook the whole thing instead of waiting for it to go bad in my refrigerator. And that kind of just prepares some of my meals for the rest of the week. So the one really big thing that I always meal prep or prepare is my turkey and beans. I absolutely love this recipe. If you guys want me to start sharing some of my recipes with you, let me know down below in the comments. And after I cook the whole thing, it's just easier to weigh it and measure it right then and there and put it in a container, get it over with, and heat it up later. There are a couple things that I don't like to meal prep, and that's only because I have the time to cook my food, so I would rather eat my food fresh than eat it pre-cooked. The one thing that I cannot stand eating, leftover, basically, is chicken. I despise it. It's disgusting. I don't know what it is that the refrigerator does to that chicken, but it's disgusting. I can't eat chicken after it's been like in the refrigerator. I can't do it. So meal prepping may be for you if you decided to eat with your macros or go along with eating by your macros. If it's for you, then I definitely suggest it. It'll save you a lot of time and definitely save you some money too, because you'll basically be eating the same thing every single day, and you'll be making sure that you're hitting your macros every single day. But for me, I have the time to sit there and figure out my macros, and so I don't meal prep. Number 3, hitting your macros. So hitting your macros may seem like an easy task, but it's so hard when you start out. To hit your macros exactly on point is much harder than it looks. I really sit there on my FitnessPal and kind of just add in what I eat. I always start with breakfast and then I jump over to my protein shake, because those are the two things that I always eat the same thing every single day, and then I go on to putting in my dinner. The last thing that I will put into my FitnessPal is my lunch, and the only reason why is because I might skip lunch, or I might just be drinking my protein shake at that time, so I won't be hungry enough to have lunch. But sometimes it'll be hard because you'll be hitting your carbohydrates and you'll be hitting your protein, but you may be missing some of your fat and you may not be hitting it. So there are 3 different foods that I always keep in my house consistently and constantly to make sure that I'm always hitting my macros. So those 3 foods are egg whites, olive oil, and Sour Patch. So all 3 of those have only one macronutrient in them. So Sour Patch has solely only carbs in it because of how much sugar is in them. Unfortunately, the Sour Patch is empty carbohydrates, but usually I do hit my carbohydrates because I'm a pasta, rice, fruit, sugar fiend. So usually I hit my carbohydrate. Then I also keep olive oil in my house. Sometimes I'm not hitting my fat, so I keep olive oil in my house because it's strictly just fat. So I'll add it into one of my meats on my fish so that I make sure I hit my fat. Then I also keep egg whites in my house. Guys, if you have ever seen me eat egg whites or eggs, bleh, bleh, gross, I hate them. They're so gross. I am not a fan of eggs. I'm not a fan of egg whites, but I still keep them in my house because they're a really great source of protein. They have only protein in them. That's the egg white, not the whole egg. The egg whites have just protein in them, but the egg and the egg yolk, the egg white and the egg yolk have fat in them and a lot of cholesterol too. So I just like to keep cartons of egg whites. They're pasteurized, so I can throw them into a shake to make sure that I'm hitting my macros on point. Number 4, I eat what I want. Now the thing about eating by your macros is that you kind of can eat whatever you want. You just need to be hitting your macros. So if I'm craving mac and cheese one day, I'm gonna have that mac and cheese. But the thing is that to hit your macros, you most likely are better off eating healthier. The reason being is because you're gonna be more full and it's gonna be a lot easier to hit all of those macros on point. So for instance, eating McDonald's every day, yeah, that's not a good idea. But if it's the weekend and I wanna have a slice of pizza, I can easily fit that slice of pizza into my macros. Now, if I wanna have a pie of pizza, that may not fit into my macros because it may be way over fat and way over carbohydrates, but I may not be getting enough protein, and I definitely wouldn't have any room for anything else to eat. So it's kind of just like portion size. If I am trying to eat by my macros, but I'm craving mac and cheese one day, this is how much pasta I should be putting in the pot. Do you see the difference? There's a big difference. So when I'm eating by my macros, that's why measuring and weighing is really important. So there are a couple different foods that I eat very consistently that I love, that eating by my macros makes it able for me to eat like that. I have bacon. Like real bacon, guys. Like I eat bacon. So good. I don't have turkey bacon, I don't have fat-free bacon or like low-fat bacon. I have regular bacon. and it's banging. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about eating by your macros and enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Please make sure to check out the description bar also for any information that you may have missed or anything that you want to know about this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned lots and lots of stuff about macros. Please keep in mind that I am number one, not a nutritionist, and number two, I am not a personal trainer, nor do I think I am one. So please keep that in mind. I would definitely consult one of those two people if you're gonna eat by your macros, or do a lot of research on it. I just wanted to share this video with you guys because I know that some people out there are looking to get into eating by their macros and may need some tips and tricks on how to eat by their macros. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Bye guys. Mwah!